and she makes love just like a woman, but she breaks just like a little girl. Queen Mary, she's my friend. I believe I'll go out and see her once again. Everybody's guess, baby can't be blessed, not until she recognizes that she's just like all the rest, with her funk, her amphetamine.
What do you know about Jenny Gordon?
Well, I've been a big fan of hers for a long time. I've got every record she ever cut. I catch all her performances.
There's another side to Jenny Gordon. Pills to sleep by, pills to stay awake, pills washed down by wine, reported suicide attempts, missed performances, Danny boy.
Yeah, I know. It makes me want to punch a wall. But I still think she's worth the gamble.
So did I. Do me a favor, Danny boy. Sit in on a few rehearsals.
Well, sitting in a Jenny Gordon rehearsal won't be a favor. It'll be a pleasure.
Well, it was raining at first, and I was dying of thirst, so I came in here. But this long time thirst hurts, and what's worse is this pain in here. I can't stay in here. Ain't it clear
All right. I'm right here.
Yes.
Just get upstairs.
What?
Don't worry about it.
It's not meant to be, Paul.
It's all right. You were doing just great. Just great.
I can't go on.
Charlie, what the hell's going on? Somebody's gonna get killed here. Now, that rope is not frayed and it's not cut. How did it just drop?
Dan, these bags are all for counterbalance. But the one that came down wasn't being used. And it looks like its tie-off just slipped and down it came. Dan, if it was one of my guys, I'm sorry.
Okay, Charlie. Mike, I don't like it. Every man on this crew's a total professional. The chance that one made a bad nut are 1,000,000 to 1.
So?
So if that bag had hit her, she'd be dead right now. Mike, I don't think it was an accident.
Well, do we call in the cops?
Until I know for sure I'm not jumping the gun. Now, who were those people that let her off stage?
Well, Paul Dunninger, her manager, Buddy Johnson, Dunninger's chauffeur, and the guy at the piano, Stewie Wilson.
That's Stewie Wilson?
Yeah, a conductor-arranger.
Yeah. Okay, call Jenny Sweet. Tell Dunninger I want to talk to him and Jenny. Just tell him I'm with the hotel, all right?
I owe you.
Okay. How about a little Stewie's Blues?
Stewie's Blues?
You must have been in kindergarten when I wrote that.
Well, my uncle was a big fan.
Say, what are you doing when you're not digging up memories?
Well, besides being the biggest Jenny Gordon fan in the world, I'm a private detective. My name is Dan Tanner. I'm on retainer to this hotel. I just want some information on Jenny. She looks like she's on the verge of cracking. You don't seem too upset about what just happened.
Yeah, when you've been with Jenny as long as I have, things just tend to happen.
Yeah, listen, you know anybody who'd rather not see her make a comeback? I mean, someone with a grudge?
No. Maybe you ought to talk to our manager, Paul Dunninger. He's probably up there in the Star Suite with her right now. Listen, what's your interest in all this anyway?
Well, like I said, I'm the world's biggest Jenny Gordon fan.
Everything's wrong, you know. I don't think I can go through with it. I've lost it.
You were never better.
I can't hit my marks. Can't remember the words to the songs. Can't even get through a rehearsal. What am I gonna do when there's a live audience? I'm really scared.
Mr. Dunninger, my name's Dan Tanner.
Oh, yeah. Come on in. Ginny? Ginny, this is Dan Tanner. He's with the hotel. He's going to be around to see that there aren't any problems.
Hi.
Hi. Are you kind of like an assistant manager?
Well, no, not exactly.
Something tells me now I got 2 nursemaids.
If I'm not interrupting, could we talk for a few minutes?
I'll get a couple of phone calls and then I'm free.
Paul.
Why don't you and Ginny visit for a while? Be good.
Well, I guess the easiest way to get to know one another is over a drink. Buddy, this is Dan. Dan Tanner.
Hi. Right.
Buddy Johnson. What are you gonna have?
Nothing, thanks. It's a little early for me.
Oh, yeah? Not for me. I've been told you're not an alcoholic as long as you don't drink till after sundown.
Well, it's pretty bright out. I guess I missed the sunset.
I'm on New York time. What are you looking so disapproving about? It's just a mild tranquilizer.
With a wine chaser. It's a little dangerous, isn't it?
I always like to expose my bad habits when I first meet somebody. Let's go out to the terrace. You don't like me very much, do you, Mr. Tanner?
Well, I don't like what you've done to yourself.
You're pretty direct.
It's one of my bad habits. Maybe I better go.
No, wait. I want to hear some more of what you have to say about me.
No, you don't.
Try me. I'm pretty tough. Unless you're too puritanical to say the words.
Fine. It's hard to look at you because what I see is a waste. You're a gifted lady with a voice and a talent, and you're flushing it down the drain with pills and booze. But what really hurts is I know what you were. And now I see what you've become. 6 years ago, I was in Vietnam, in a frontline hospital tent. I only had shrapnel wound, but the guy in the next bunk had a hole in his gut. A gutsy lady walked into that tent one day, followed by a medic with an accordion across his chest. He played and she sang for 40 minutes. And then she went to each bunk. And she kissed the guy in that next bunk. And just for a minute, he forgot about his pain. We all did. And that's the Jenny Gordon I want to remember.
Please don't go. Please. I want to apologize for acting like a baby before. I don't know why you're here, but I'm really glad you are. I want to talk to you some more, too, but I gotta go lay down now, okay? Will you come back, please?
I'll come back.
So the house lights dim. I'm making my exit.
Anyway, Mike filled me in on you, said that you wanted to ask a few questions. Fire away.
Yeah, can you think of anybody would rather not see her make a comeback? I'm not talking about petty jealousies. I mean, someone who would take a chance of killing her by dropping a sandbag on her head.
Hey, wait a minute. What are you saying to me?
I'm just saying a lot of things have been going on here. If that sandbag had hit her, it'd been all over. Now, who's got that kind of hate for this kid?
That's a rough question. But since you asked, there's only one person that comes to my mind. Walter Melford, her ex-husband.
The record producer.
Right. You discovered Ginny in Nashville. Was started her in the business, cut her first record, booked her first concert. When she got big, asked her to quit. Why, I'll never know. Maybe an ego trip on his part. You know, I don't want my wife getting bigger than me, bit. Yeah. After 7 years, the marriage went in the pits.
Is he the kind of guy who'd try to get even?
The record industry has been covering up for Walter Melford for years. He has a vicious and uncontrollable nature, and Ginny has the scars to attest that.
Dantana.
B, yeah, listen, it's me. Call Melford Records in Nashville and ask for Walter Melford. They probably won't put you through to him direct, so when they ask what it's in reference to, just tell them you're calling for John Denver. That ought to get them off their butts.
Dan, what's this all about?
Just want to see if Walter Melford's in Nashville, or maybe he's out here.
Well, what if he is and they put me through to him?
Hang up. But if he's not there, start calling all the major hotels here in town, see if he's registered.
Is that all?
Well, I'm on my way home and I'm a little hungry. You could make me a sandwich, B. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Walter Melford's secretary says he's out of town, but whether he's in Vegas or not, I don't know, because I have a few hundred more hotels to call.
Terrific. I'm going to change clothes, take a shower. It's been a long day.
Mustard on roast beef, B, never mayonnaise.
Dantana?
Yeah, this is Paul Dunninger, Ginny Gordon's manager. Get me Tanner, it's urgent.
Just a second. Dan, it's Ginny's manager. He says it's urgent.
Tanner.
Dan, it's Ginny. She's disappeared.
I'll be right over. Detail, tell me exactly what happened.
Buddy was driving me. We were taking care of business. We got back here and she was gone. She must have left right after the call about Stewie's hand.
They were taking me in to get my hand x-rayed. I asked the nurse to call Paul, let him know what happened. Nurse told me Ginny got on the phone and she told her that my hand was sprained or broken.
Which means you can't play for her opening. And that probably triggered her and she went from wine to whiskey. How did you sprain your hand?
Two punks mugged me. I just had a drink at the Hideaway bar. I was walking to my car. They grabbed me, they twisted my hand and my arm up behind me. It's a bad sprain, so.
Yeah, give me the hotel cab dispatcher, please, out front. Yeah, Marty, this is Dan Tanner. Ginny Gordon left a little while ago. Did you see her? Yeah, where did she want to go? All right, thanks. Ginny's headed for Fremont Street. I suggest you gentlemen call any place you think she might be.
Dantana?
B, get out the yellow pages. I want you to call every cocktail lounge in the book. See if anyone's seen Ginny Gordon. And leave my number to call if she shows.
Done. I have Benzer by the phone in case you need him.
Good girl. Now tell Benzer to cover every casino on the strip. I'll take care of downtown. And we both come up cold. I'll meet him at the Aladdin in 3 hours. And B, I want you to periodically check the emergency wards. I'll be calling in later.
I'll be here. Dan, you were right. Ginny's ex, Walter Melford, is in town. He's at Caesar's Palace.
Good. Now get Benzer moving. We've got to find Ginny. Benzer!
Oh, hi.
Get anything?
No, I'm sorry. I looked at every hotel on the strip.
Dave.
How long do you want to keep looking?
Till we find her.
Okay.
And And while you're working, sewing your shoes,
Turf Lounge, Mike Stoker speaking.
Mike, this is Bea, Dan Tana's secretary. We're looking for a Jenny Gordon. Have you seen her?
Sure, she's here. She's singing. She's in bad shape. I didn't want to serve her, but she insisted.
Well, look, hold her there, but if you can't, try to find out where she's going, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Mike.
Tana,
Dan, Jenny's at the Turf Lounge.
I'm on my way.
and I'm glad, 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 'cause I need a new sun rising every morning, and I need a new moon rising every night. I need a new sun, need a new moon, need a new sun, need a new moon. I need a new sun rising every morning, and I need a new moon rising at night. I was on the lake at twilight. I saw my skirts in the moonlight. I saw blood red spread the sunset. I saw the full moon rise and violet, and I was glad. I was glad. Oh.
Thank you very much, guys. It was really beautiful. Thank you.
Miss Gordon,
Yes.
why don't you sit for a minute? I'll get you some coffee.
I'm gonna be okay, Mike. Thanks.
Miss Gordon,
Yes, sir.
Miss Gordon, that door leads to the pool area.
I'm just gonna go out and get me a bit of fresh air. I'll be back in for that cup of coffee.
Mike. Where is she?
Outside by the pool, getting some air.
Call for a minute.
breathe, Jenny. That's it. You're okay. Come on.
Dan? Thank you.
Listen, do you really think that she'll make it this close to opening?
Well, the doctor said physically yes. I think the rest is up to her. But if she doesn't, it's going to be pretty tough on you, isn't it?
His financial life, he won't admit it, Tanner, but everything he's got, every cent is tied up in this show. She doesn't appear, he still has to pay.
Stewie, you got a big mouth.
On a bad hand. You're going to get to conduct for Jenny.
Well, we'll have to find somebody she feels comfortable with.
Listen, I'm going to have my secretary, B, come over and stay with Jenny. I told her not to let her out of her sight. See you later.
That's a good idea. Where will you be?
Going to Caesar's Palace. Walter Melford's in town. Going to pay a little visit.
She's desperate. If you know her, you care that she cries.
Tell whoever it is. Tell him anything. Tell him I don't want to be disturbed.
Don't betray her, 'cause she'll leave you hanging high and dry. Would you
Can I help you?
Yeah, my name is Dan Tanner. I'm a private investigator. I'd like to talk to Walter Melford, please.
Mr. Melford can't be disturbed right now. Will you tell me what it's in reference to? And
Oh, no. You see, I've got to talk to him in person.
Tanner, if you have a business card, leave it. I'm sure Mr. Melford will get back to you. There's no way you're going to see him now.
No way, huh?
No way?
Well, I guess I'll just have to leave my card. Got one right here. Just have Mr. Melford give me a call.
Hey!
open up the lock and lay away the key?
Who are you? Steve!
My name is Tanner. I'm a private investigator. I'd like to ask you some questions.
You get the hell...
Sit down. What is it? What do you want from me?
Jenny Gordon tried to drown herself in a pool last night.
She all right?
She's gonna be fine. I think a series of accidents pushed her to it.
Well, now, just what has all this got to do with me?
That's what I'm here to find out, Mr. Melford.
I swear, I don't know what you're talking about.
You told her how to think, how to sing, how to act, how to move. And when she wouldn't listen anymore, you couldn't handle it.
Oh, now, listen, I love Ginny. She knows that. And I would do nothing to harm her. Now, you go ask her.
When you've told me what you're doing in town.
Oh, I came back here to relive the past and to cheer Ginny's opening night. Everything you said before is absolutely true. Yes, she did think I was a god, and yes, I did resent it when she found out that I am what I am. But I never stopped caring for Ginny. We tried twice, but we just couldn't make it together. But we wanted each other to make it alone.
That's not what I heard.
Oh, I know. I've got a rotten temper and a worse reputation. Justifiably so. But I would never even think of hurting Ginny. Who put you on to me? Her manager? Well, now, just let me tell you about Paul Dunninger. He booked and overbooked Ginny. And when she was too tired to walk on stage, he pushed her.
She hasn't worked in 3 years. He's taken care of her financially, and he's gone out on a limb for this performance.
Second time Ginny and I were together, Ginny was the hottest recording star in the country. And every song she recorded, I made sure that she owned the publishing rights. The royalties from those songs would have made her quite comfortable in her old age. Then Ginny had it tough after we split. She needed money, so she sold all of her rights to Paul's corporation. The corporation consists of Paul and Stewie. Well, now it's a cushion for their old age.
For the time being, I'm going to take you at your word, Melford. But if I find out anything you've told me is not the truth, I'm coming back.
Is she sleeping yet?
I'll go check.
Thank you.
Taylor's gonna have somebody wet nursing Ginny around the clock. We've blown it. And we haven't got much time before the opening. There's no way we're gonna break her that fast with him around.
I know. There's only one way to go now. We kill her.
Are you crazy?
No. Why not? We'll make her death look like a suicide. She tried it last night, didn't she? This time she'll make it.
Oh, my group went from playing gin mills to a real heavy joint on the east side. I never even wore a tuxedo in my life before. Opening night, I sit down at the keys, I start whacking out Ravel's Bolero instead of the Rampart Blues.
Stewie, it's not that I've heard these stories 100 times, but would you check over the arrangements with the orchestra?
I read you.
And B, take a look and see if she's gone Betty by. Will it make me feel better?
Okay.
Hey, you know, I think we ought to pull that up-tempo number from the front. Slide in a mood piece. I think Ginny can handle it a lot easier.
Yeah, that sounds great.
She's sleeping.
Good.
All right, Ginny, baby. Come on, drink up. Atta girl. Drink up, Ginny. The hair of rape drop.
Paul! How's Ginny?
Sleeping? She's fine, I guess. Your Bee's a good girl.
Yes, she is. I just came from seeing Walter Melford. There's no love lost between you two, is there?
Not from the very beginning, and it's ripened with age.
Yeah, he says that Jenny'd have quite a nice nest egg if you hadn't bought all the publishing rights to some songs she owned.
I bought those songs to give Ginny the money she needed at the time. He didn't tell you that 8 months ago I made her a partner on a corporation, did he? After she hadn't worked for 3 years, Ginny will be secure for the rest of her life, and even after I'm dead.
Sorry, Paul, but I had to ask.
It's all right, Dan. I wouldn't have respected you if you hadn't.
How's it going?
Every street dead ends. I don't think Melford caught me. I hate to ask, but I have to.
What are you talking about?
Melford said to ask Jenny about their relationship. Everything she's been through, I hate to bring up the past. She's still sleeping?
She was. Why don't you check?
B, call an ambulance. Call an ambulance! Jenny. Jenny, wake up. Oh, Jenny, wake up! Jenny, wake up! Jenny, come on. Wake up, come on. Come on. You gotta wake up. Stand up. Come on, walk. Come on.
I didn't do it on purpose. I don't know. I was dreaming. And it's dreaming. Where's the class? I'm not beginning.
It's okay,
I was
Jenny.
feeling really happy.
Jenny, okay. It's okay, Jenny. I believe you. I believe you.
It's like a bad dream.
Yeah, go to sleep now.
'Cause I don't think I did it.
Go to sleep.
No, I don't know.
Just go to sleep now.
I'm sleeping now.
Go to sleep. I believe her, B. I don't know why, but I think it was an accident. Or somebody got to her.
Well, Dan, I was outside the door. Now, there was nobody in the suite but Paul and Stewie.
I know. And right from the very beginning, I've been asking myself 2 questions. Number 1, who benefits if she doesn't perform? No one. And who hates her? I don't think anyone. There's a 3rd question I haven't asked. Who benefits if she's dead?
You dig that, man? This room's got the best acoustics in town, right?
I agree with you, Louie. And the biggest trumpet sound, too, huh?
Hey, Dan, what's
Hey,
going on,
Doc,
man?
how are you?
Well, I'm doing fine. You know, I never get tired of playing in this place. Man, I used to dream about playing in a saloon like this. Now, sometimes I'm afraid the dream will go away, so I just bop over here in the middle of the afternoon and rip off a few hot licks to kind of reassure myself.
Listen, Doc, I need your help. You have your own music publishing company, right?
Well, if Maynard Ferguson can, why not me?
Right. Now, what would happen if you died tomorrow?
Oh, a slow blues on the way to the church and a fast New Orleans march all the way back to Murphy's Bar, I guess. Wait a minute. You know something I don't?
No. What I mean is, do you think your record sales would go down or what?
Oh, not necessarily. I mean, they might even go up. You know, some artists earn more after they're dead than they ever did when they were alive. That's kind of spooky, but it's a showbiz tradition.
Yeah.
You know, one of those cult deals that started out with Rudolph Valentino. And then, of course, you had James Dean phenomenon. Judy Garland.
Presley.
You got it, man. See, all the guys that had got the copyrights, they re-release all the old movies, the record albums, the singles. And, of course, the impersonators get the plastic surgeons to make them look more like the dead performers are imitating, which, incidentally, is why I look so much like Clark Gable today. And then, of course, the fans. They buy up all the photographs, posters,
right,
T-shirts, memorabilia merchandise. Man, that's a huge business today.
Okay, now let me get this straight. So what you're saying is a star could die, but his earning power could increase, right?
Well, yeah, and of course, there's not so much overhead either. But let's face it, Dan. I mean, the real greats never die. Elvis, he's as big as he ever was.
Yeah. Thanks, Doc. You've been more help than you'll ever know.
Hey, man, drop on back.
Okay, I'll do it. See you, Louie.
Now, the Star Suite, please.
Ginny Garden Suite.
B, how is she?
Well, physically, she's up and around. Emotionally, she's shaky.
Okay, listen, I want you to get her out of the hotel. Take her to my place. I'll be waiting for you there.
Dan, the lady's in no shape to travel.
B, listen to me. Now, trust me, I'll explain everything later. Just take her there right now. It's important.
Okay.
Ah, so there you are. Come on in. How you feeling?
Well, I better freshen up a little bit before I answer that.
Okay, B, I'll show you the way.
Come on.
Thanks.
There's some towels in the second drawer.
Okay.
B, you know there are times when you just know you're right about something. You wish you weren't. This is one of those times.
I don't understand what.
I don't believe in ghosts. I don't think there's a poltergeist following Jenny around, and I don't think there's a jinx dodging her. And I don't think that the accidents that have been happening have been accidents. And I don't think Jenny tried to OD.
Dan, now just a minute. I was in that suite. Now, there was nobody else in that room.
Well, B, you told me that Stewie went into the other bedroom. Now, that bedroom has an access to the terrace, and the terrace leads to Jenny's room.
Dan, are you telling me that Stewie...
No, Stewie and Paul Dunninger. There's no doubt about it, B.
Oh, my God. It'll break her heart. Well, what are we gonna do?
Well, she's got to face it. We've got to tell her.
Face it. Face the fact that the people closest to her and the ones that she trusts... No. He'll destroy her. I don't want any part of this.
B, if she doesn't go on stage tonight, she will never go on stage, and that's what will destroy her.
Oh, what do you want me to do?
For now, just listen. Paul, this is Tanner. Hi, how you doing? Got great news for you. Jenny's gonna go on tonight.
Are you sure?
I'm sure she'll be there for the opening.
I don't know what to say. How'd you manage it?
Well, I just try to convince her that she shouldn't perform, and she convinced me that she should. Works every time, huh? Good news.
Now, let me talk to her.
She's not here right now. She needed a little space, so B took her over to a friend of mine's place. He's out of town. He's got a big Spanish house on the Desert Inn golf course. They're gonna go over there and sit in the sun, chit-chat for a while. They'll be back in a couple of hours.
Well, thanks again, Dan, and I can't tell you how this makes me feel. Tell Ginny to call me when she gets back.
Right.
She is going on tonight? Oh, no, she'll be a disaster. We're wiped out.
Maybe she'll get through the performance. Maybe there's still bucks there.
She won't get through 4 bars. You won't be able to give her records away. She goes on, she's a bum. She dies, she's a cult figure.
She's at a house on the DR golf course.
With Tanner?
Her secretary. Listen, man, we've gone this far. We can't quit. She's at a pool. Her last suicide didn't work, but this one will. Buddy, get the car. Get yourself some golf clothes. Go around and come in from the course side. We'll be waiting to pick you up out front. Come on.
You sure this is the place?
It's the only Spanish-style house on the golf course.
Hello?
Be there, here. Do your thing.
Dan, I can't do that. I can't rummage through somebody's closet. Okay. Bye-bye. What are you gonna do? Dan left his sport jacket last time he was here, so I gotta find it for him. You want something cold to drink? No, thanks.
It's taking him so long.
Stewie, relax, will you please? Buddy will get it done and be here in a minute. Where the hell's Buddy?
Mom! Why?
You don't understand, do you, Tara, huh? She used me. She used me. Every time she dropped in the gutter, I was there to pick her up. Every time she stood back on a microphone, I was standing there, too, but you couldn't see me. I was holding her up. And then she'd fall back into Milford's arms. He got all the joy, and I got nothing with the grief. She was nothing, you hear? Nothing without me. All you ever heard was the songs.
That girl was sick. She was sick and she needed your help. And all you saw was the buck.
I can't do it. I'm not ready.
Johnny, listen to me.
You're as ready as you'll ever be. What you are is afraid.
I'm terrified.
Of course you are. You'd be crazy not to be afraid. But don't deny the feeling. Acknowledge it. Jenny, better than that, welcome it. Because all it means is that you're alive. That you're ready.
You think so?
I think so. Jenny, you're a very special person. All those people out there love you. So go do it, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Desert Inn is proud to present Miss Ginny Gordon.
You sit for a moment, you stay for the day, you live for a lifetime, it passes away. I know you're coming, I know you wait. I live for the moment, it passes away.